Hello friends, this is Dr. Vijay Kumar. I am welcoming you all in my lecture on the topic Uses of Correlation. This lecture is available in both English and Hindi language version. Friends, in my earlier videos, I discussed introduction of correlation, types of correlation, correlation coefficient, and how to study correlation. In this video, I will discuss different uses of correlation. In the next video, I will discuss few solved example based on correlation topic. The first and the most important use of correlation is the prediction of correlated response. When selection is applied for one trait, a change in the performance of other traits of the animals is resulted due to existence of genetic correlation. For example, if the genetic correlation between two traits is negative, selection for the progress of one trait would lead to decrease in the performance for the second trait. Selection for genetic improvement in egg production alone has resulted in decrease in the size of eggs. This is very important example for the correlated response to selection. So, understanding of the direction and magnitude of the genetic correlation is significant in the formulation of an efficient selection program for the improvement of several traits. Now, I will discuss what is correlated response to selection. The genetic correlation between two traits results change in both traits due to selection for either trait. If the genetic correlation is positive, then the selection for one character will automatically improve the second character without selecting the second character. In case of negative genetic correlation, the selection for one character results in its improvement but deterioration in the second character. When selection is applied to character X, there will be a change in the mean genotypic level of the genetically correlated character Y. This is called correlated response to selection, which can be predicted from the expression deduced as follows. The first formula is for direct response to selection in character X, and direct response to selection for character X can be calculated by using this formula Rx. R stand for response to selection, and the formula is Ix Hx sigma Ax. In the next slide, I will discuss what is Ix, what is Hx, and other things. The correlated response to selection in character Y is Ix, Hx, Hy, Ra, sigma Py. So here in this case we are making selection on the character X and we are getting response in character X, and the response can be calculated by using first formula. we are also getting response in the character Y because character Y is correlated with character X, and this correlated response in character Y can be calculated by using second formula. Here sigma AX is a standard deviation of genic value for character X. Sigma PY is phenotypic standard deviation for character Y. IX is intensity of selection for character X. HX is square root of heritability for character X. HY is a square root of heritability for character Y. And RA is genetic correlation between characters. We can also use the correlation concept for indirect selection. Now we will see what is indirect selection. The concept of correlated response can be extended to cover the indirect selection, which mean the selection applied to the character other than the one that is to be improved. If we want to improve character X, we might apply selection for another character Y and achieve progress through the correlated response of X. This is called indirect selection. Character to which selection is applied is known as secondary character, and character on which we want response is known as primary character. Indirect selection can be used if secondary character has a considerably higher heritability and the genetic correlation is high. Indirect selection is advantageous in these conditions. There are three conditions. I will discuss three conditions. In these three conditions, indirect selection will be advantageous. The first condition is if the desired character is hard to measure with accuracy. In that case, we can use indirect selection. The second condition is if the desired character is measurable in one sex only, but the secondary character is measurable in both sexes, then a higher intensity of selection will be possible by using indirect selection. The third condition is the desired character may be expensive to measure, as for instance the efficiency of food conversion. Then it may be cost effectively better to select for a easily measurable correlated character such as growth rate. Correlation concept may be used for estimation of breeding value. In some circumstances, breeding value of individuals of one sex can be predicted for the sex-limited character because the trait is not expressed in males. In such a situation, breeding value of males can be predicted for that character from the knowledge of the genetic correlation of the sex-limited character with some other character expressed in males. Correlation concept can be used for estimation of selection index. The computation of selection index used for simultaneous improvement of several characters also require the value of genetic correlations. So friends, in today's video, I discussed different uses of correlation concept in biostatistics. My focus was on the use of correlation in the field of genetics and breeding. There could be also some other uses, but my focus was on the genetic and breeding uses of correlation concept. I believe you understand my lecture. If not, comment me. I will try to explain, I will try to clear your doubts. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you very much.